Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in today, and I am so excited to finally do my first listen / full-on album review to Billie's 5th mini album titled Of All We Have Lost. Now, I'm not sure if I'm ready to indulge into the musicality that Billlie is with their music. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 brand new B-sides to indulge in. Of course, we really enjoyed the pre-release of Trampoline. That was a fun, quirky one. And then Remembrance Candy with IU on the lyrics solely, to correct myself, for those who are letting me know about that. Thanks to y'all. And INFX, who composed and arranged that track. But yeah, I feel like with those chill, quirky tracks, we're probably gonna get more of those kind of tracks, and quite more so energetic tracks, at least based on the album preview / highlight medley that we checked out together. But hey, let's stop talking here and dive into the album already. We got the first track here, Bluerose. Bluerose, I'm seeing 3 from La 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 Studio. Amazing collective who has worked with many of our favorites, even with the likes of Billlie in the past before. We got Munsua and Sheehan on the lyrics. We more than love to see them on the lyrics. We also have 2K and Mint, who worked together on the composing and arrangement side, who has worked with the likes of Eliud, if I recall correctly. So yeah, I'm really interested in what Bluerose will take us on, what kind of a trip. I'm sure it's gonna be chill yet again based on the preview and all, but let's go. Ooh! Wow, the percussion work, the overall movement that I'm getting here is such a vibe. Oh, that bass guitar! Nice synths, like synth strings there.
I've been dreaming so long.
Ooh, Runa! Love the chords, the chord progression here. Ooh, soulful with it, ain't it? Wow, Suki. I love the lyrics in this song too. Suyeon, sing it. Chorus. Woohoo! There's this city pop influence as well to it, without a doubt. This 80s city pop feel. Hey. There's a nice groove to it as well, thanks to the bass guitar. Oh, the snapping in. A lot is going on in this track. Going back to Flower World, I see. Great, like Tingin and Tang, the percussion work, like the triangle, almost. Open Dreamin'. Ooh, those retro keys. Roll down. Verse 3. Whoa. Yo. Oh, this is where they took part in the lyrics for sure. I thought I'm in the back. Like that. Oh. Okay, outro. Ooh, what an amplifying guitar here. Oh my goodness. It keeps going. This is what I'm exactly been talking about for the longest time over the months, days, and years, whatnot have you be it, but the musicality truly shows. I've been saying it, you know, Mystic Story with the likes of Billlie and Lucy continue to do it for me on all ends of the spectrum when it comes to musicality and meaningfulness. I love how this connects with, you know, the fantasy, the reality of things, but also is empowering in a way, talking about dreams and aspirations and all in this song. And I like the reference, and shout out to Flower World, their very first fan song. I can't believe it's been like, what, a couple of years since that release, you feel me? And consecutively, we've been getting those fan songs from Billlie, which has been a blessing and a half. That's just a side note, right? But Bluerose, the fact that you're hitting me with that 80s city pop already, with this R&B influence on a groovy bass guitar that is really setting the tempo to the song. Oh my goodness, so up my alley in terms of taste and all. Like, this was everything. But I also really liked how we got a cool interlude from Shaina, if I recall correctly. Then, boom, we get hit with this quite the contrasting verse 3 from Moonsua and Xian, who really broke down those lines. I mean, like, Moonsua, she flowed, she tore this track apart once verse 3 came into play. It was almost like a rap solo moment by the two of them, and then you got like a solo guitar moment, instrumental outro that was so dope into play, right? Very unconventional track. Like, sure, I've heard city pop influence by the likes of Yukika, a good amount of our favorites in the K-pop scene, but like for them to do it in this kind of route is quite cool and experimental, I'd have to say, in their own Billlie kind of signature sound way. Oh my goodness, back from the top. This song is so good, y'all. From the top here. Love the shakers, the padding of the drums, the chords on the keyboard work, the groovy bass guitar, the synth strings.
Been dreaming so long.
Ooh. It's cool, you know, when you got that tang, that like slow burn start with Haruna here. So good. I love how she sets the tone to this song. I feel like not enough people talk about Haruna, and she is such a huge integral part in Billlie, I'd have to say, you know. Oh my goodness. Ooh, the pad in the drums. The tingling of the triangle almost. Just the percussion work in general is phenomenal. Maybe this is an illusion. This is what I was talking about, illusion and reality of things. It just feels like every single track by Billlie, whether it be title track or B-side, they get to flex their vocals one way or another with different vocal techniques and their talents as a whole. It is just amazing how we go on this theatrical ride, vocal theatrical ride every single damn time, right? I love the doubling here. Hold up. The other word, the background vocals, the vocal blending, so pristine and clean with it as well. But then as we progress here, that's crazy, you know, the fact that we move on to this insane section here where it switches up. It switches up, right? This is one of the incredible switch ups in the song here, in this verse. Just a nice drum kit work. That run work. Oh. Even I stretch out my hand every time, even if I can't have it, hope and dreaming, it doesn't matter. So there's this some loss in translation here, but I feel like, you know, it really points towards what I was saying with illusion and reality. But like, even though things may be an illusion, you could really create that into a reality, right? Or is it more so the tom-toms here in the song? Suyeon in this moment here is insane. I love the retro keys, the roll down of the retro keys. It's brought up, it ascends, it descends, and then she gets to hold this line right here. I love it. Roll down the drum kit work. It's like this late night ride kind of song. Cutie thorny. Wow, like that's crazy how like Moonsua does her own thing, switches up the flow, carries it on and passes the baton to Sheehan so effortlessly like that. That was very smooth, right? And just to add in that extra like syllable in the work, I can't emphasize how difficult that is when you're spitting like this, when you're rapping like this. Like, wow. It's not matter of importance of like spitting fast, but like the cadence work, the approach, the way she switches it up and works around the production in this song is phenomenal. Then you got Sheehan. Oh. B-Fly. Reference to them. Oh, Butterfly, yeah. Give me the outro here. Oh, just ripping that guitar. Those synth strings being held. Maybe some wood blocks in the back as well for the percussion work. Whew. I am feeling that song all the way, y'all. The soulfulness, the 80s city pop influence with tad bit of R&B to it. What's there not to love, am I right? But hey, let's continue to review and to indulge in this album together here. Let's dive into the next track now. So this next B-side is titled BTTB, in parentheses, Back to the Basics, and I remember really enjoying the B-side spoiler / preview of this because I heard ton of references already alone in that one preview, and I feel like we're gonna get even more and we're gonna have to dissect this bit by bit, so don't mind the pauses that I'll probably take in this first go around. But I'm seeing familiar names. Leigh from 153 Jumbas has worked with many of our favorites, but heavily with Billlie, so it makes sense knowing that there will be references to their previous tracks and B-sides. I mean, Limon has worked with Billie's A-Sign Anonymous, Ring My Bell, BYOB, and especially their mega hit song Ginga Minga Yo, of course. We got other names that I'm going to have to familiarize myself with, Side by Side, Will Sims, and Morgan as well. So shout out to them. We'll have to familiarize with their works, but let me bring it up here right away. Back to the basics. Let's go. Ooh, I like the strumming. Ooh. Raven Wild, yeah. Believe. I love the Eastern like instrument like strumming here. Ooh, the attitude. Flipping a coin. There we go. Oh my goodness, this runs deep. Where's this headed though? Brave and Wild. I love the synths that are streamlined here. And the hook is very prominent in the song. Oh, Suki. Ring X Ring. Snowy Night, yeah. Ginga Minga Hey. Ring My Bell. The references, the amount of title tracks that like were put into just 2 lines alone is insane. And I love how the syllable work still sticks, right? So shout outs to Limon for like really putting them on well in terms of the lyrics and just this the vocal direction and all. I mean, Blue Purple Night, Ring X Ring, Snowy Night, Passing By, Ginga Minga, you know, I love it, right? So we got Ring X Ring, Snowy Night, and then Ginga Minga Yo pretty much. So 3, 4, 5. That's crazy. Flower World, Lionheart. Are we at 8 or 9 now? We gotta count. Nobody to everybody. I think flipping a coin was already mentioned. So that's like 9. Oh, that is so satisfying. Overlap? That was a clever one there. Keep it brave and wild. The basics, yeah. Every time we go, be brave and wild. Hey. This bridge. Moon Palace, Sun Palace. Bring it back. You cannot just run by that by me and be like, okay, we're just gonna continue with the track, because this one, I love how they bring Moon Palace and Sun Palace into place, right? Sun Palace, Stroop, Moon Palace. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue in the parentheses, the exact title track name, not the title track name, the titling of it, but I am familiar of these tracks, and especially I really love Sun Palace. Oh, those tracks go crazy. I love the references here as well. What, we're at 12 or 13 reference tracks. Ooh, is that Haram in the back? Brave and wild. Yeah. Nevertheless. Yeah, we're at like 13, 14. Who am I kidding? I'm probably missed like 1 or 2 more extra in the mix there, but Yo, this is for us fans out here, us fellow believes out there. Shout out to us all, and shout out to Billlie for really putting in the work in this track. Right, I just love the way that this was song directed and the amount of references from their previous title tracks, B-sides, and all. And I would say in terms of the energy, I love it. You know, this is what we needed more on this EP. Something more energetic with it, with the energy and with attitude. But then again, you know, we have the next track, Shame, coming up. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here because this might get more energetic or more deep with it in terms of the energy. You feel me? But the amount of references in here was crazy. I love the synth work. I love the hook so much. There's this sing-alongable factor to it as well. Really catchy and memorable. Am I right? And then, right, it was Sun Palace Stroop Effect. I love that line, especially in the bridge. And then Moon Palace, was it something called Invitation or the Invitation, sorry. I think those were the two tracks that, ooh, I really love how they connected on one straight line there. I loved Suyeon. I loved Haram on this track so much. Xiyeon too, and Sua doing her thing. All of them really popped off, and just the overall dynamic, how they worked off each other on this track was so fun in a vocal kind of spectrum, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we're gonna have to dive into the next B-side now. So this next track is titled Shame. I'm seeing Lano on the lyrics. Oh my goodness, Lano has worked heavily with Billlie and my other favorites, but for Billlie, the likes of Everybody's Got a Secret, Enchanted Night, you feel me, and a good amount of my favorite Billlie tracks out there. We got Oscar 27, Jacob Ojrak, Libby Whitehouse, but I'm seeing Mitch Hansen, aka Cut Father, who has worked with many of my favorites, ranging back in the early days of one of my favorite groups still to this day, FX, Taemin. We're talking about Taemin as well, Twice, Chungha, if I recall correctly, aespa for the likes of their song Welcome to My World. So yeah, Cut Father has been on incredible tracks, arrangement and composition wise. So I'm really interested in how this one's gonna go. I remember this one being quite groovy with it and more energetic than, of course, the main tracks based on the B-side spoiler. And I remember Snowy being in that lounge with the members. It seems like Snowy was chilling, but hey, let's go. Oh yeah, I'm loving this already. Wow, Suyeon. It's how the bass lines go in the bass guitar. Ooh, I love that Vocaloid vocal effect work on the ends of the lines. Just like, whoa! This post-chorus is insane. With these like string plucks. The ad-lib work is insane too. Oh, this is so chill and groovy. I love it. It's such my vibe. The vocals, just how they drag the vocals here. Let's go, Sua. That's so cool. Like, usually when you get those kind of strings, like disco strings tend to be done like that, but I like how like these synths or like these strings are done like this, in this not necessarily glossy kind of manner, but in this sharp kind of way. It doesn't like disturb the track. It works well with everything else that's going on in terms of the production, right? Yeah, just that Vocaloid reverb work, I love it. Excited. I won't have my shame. I'ma quit. Yep. Wait. Get to the line here. I love how shame really talks about. I won't hide my shame. I'm gonna keep. I want to actually do what I want to do. I'm gonna quit this game that's being played because I want to do what's better for myself. I want to think about myself and not anybody else. I should come first. You know, I have to be there for myself, most importantly. Like, it's very straight to the point when it comes to the message, right? Ooh, maybe a rhythm guitar mix. Ooh, that piano keyboard work. Real me. Suki really stands out in this track. I really love Haruna and Suatsu as well on this. Am I biased, Haram? Just serenading us. Love it. Wow. I really mess with this track as well. It's so up my alley in terms of taste. I love the grooviness, the chill feel in this one. And with Shame, right? It's all about self-love, right? It's all about self-love, self-appreciation. I should do things for myself. I need to take care of myself first and not care about others. There's a matter of that importance. But man, so far this album is sure damn cohesive as a whole with the ongoing theme, but also sonically especially, right? There's just the chillness. Nothing's like too over the top and over upbeat. I mean, even BTTB, Back to the Basics, wasn't overly upbeat with it and all. I need some water because I've been talking a lot throughout this nonstop. But Shame, I think this has to be one of my favorite tracks up there. I mean, it really comes close with Back to the Basics. I really love Bluerose in its own lane, you feel me? I'm gonna have to figure this out by the end of this album review. But going back up here with Shame, and we're gonna go through it again and point out my favorite moments and sections briefly. So this beginning, I love this very... I can't look in the mirror, like, the production is not necessarily atmospheric, but the vocal work, how it starts off with Shun, and like she really captures her attention with that Vocaloid work and that reverb effect going on, and especially with her unique vocal color, right? And how I can't look in the mirror properly, even if I hide and cover it up. In a way, there's a level of storytelling in this song. Like, I'm not trying to fit in somebody's frame that, like, they view me as, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to stoop to other people's, like, standards of me or their standards in general for others, right? And I said this, the overall time and time again, the dynamic of Billlie is incredible, especially when they work off each other and have this subtle ad-lib work in the back. Love the chord progression in this. And this is the moment where I'm like, oh my goodness, Suki, sing it, you know, bring all what you've got for this. I feel so excited. I love the delicateness that she brings to this track, you know what I'm saying? And how all of them are actually taking it very soft like this in the vocal department. Nothing too crazy, right? Shame. Just how she drags it, haram. So by far, the chorus and the post-chorus are my favorite sections in the song without a doubt. I think obviously the bridge as well is up there, but like just how Haram approaches his post-chorus adds so much to the song, right? It makes it very memorable when you drag the lines with the word shame, right? I won't have my shame twice, and then gonna quit this game. You know, I think about myself, not anyone else. So this post-chorus really speaks a lot about the message and all, right? And then as we progress here into Shun, all my eyes are on me, not on anyone else. I feel like this is like, there's lost in translation, but don't know about that girl, maybe could be referred to oneself. I like the me who is struggling for the first time. I like the me who is clumsy. I like my imperfections, my flaws, you know? There's a lot of self-appreciation, but like closure going on here, you know what I'm saying? I love it. And like, it's very consoling, these lyrics. It's like a warm hug. Woof. So I can see myself. For me, I need to know myself. Oh my goodness. And then as we progress here in this moment, it's cool how they had that synth string, just a minor thing that I want to just held, that singular synth right there. I'll fall again. I'll be hurt again. And I might have another shame again, right? For what I have right now, and I will be me again. The real me becomes clear. The voice becomes clear, right? The real self, right? Wow. I like that extra real me. Yeah, there's a rhythm guitar in the back, just that pluck in the back on the right side of her ears. Woo, the plucks. I want to, so you guys don't miss this like incredible part of the production of the song, the plucks. That is so cool. It didn't happen once, but twice. 3 times. 4 times. That is cool. Oh my goodness. As someone who loves music and geeks out when there's crazy musicality like this, oh my goodness, Billlie, thank you for this track. And thank you for the people who've really decided, hey, let's bring this track on, from the likes of Oscar27, Cut Father, and everyone behind the scenes in Lano. Wow, so good. We got one more track to go, so let's just dive into the final B-side now. So this final track is titled Dream Diary, Etching Memories of Midnight Reverie. Oh my goodness, just with the aesthetic work, the titling of this track, I feel like this is gonna be so Billlie to wrap up this album. Oh, I have a good feeling about this. Not only that, we also have familiar names. Leigh yet again on the lyrics. We have Geistway, Avenue 52. Avenue 52 has worked on the likes of Don't Care, if I recall correctly. Fun, as well as the likes of Love Bomb. That's right. Speaking of Love Bomb, Mayu Akisaka also worked on that track. Also has worked with Billlie in the past before. A-Sign Anonymous, My B, the list truly goes on. She has also worked with the likes of G-Friend, Nyaaa, Twice, NiziU. Like, come on now. You cannot tell me the credits are stacked here. And we're in for a treat because I'm seeing the links. It's way beyond 3 minutes. This is truly Billlie at its finest. I'm calling it right now. I'm 99% sure. Let's go. Whoa. Real world. Okay. Wow. The vocal work is insane. Suyeon. Oh, the snare drum work. I love the build up here with the pre-chorus. The vocal range is crazy too. What in the tropical house R&B is this? Huh? Because we're getting influences on both sides. Hey. I love the snare drum work, the claps, the percussion work as a whole. Shion. Oh, Suki. Okay, I didn't expect you to come in there. Oh, the breakdown with Moonsua. Okay, Sua. The intricacies of this track. The production value. Wow. The richness in the vocals. Oh, this is so perfect. Where are you at? It's cool with just the synth work and the bounciness of it, the fluidity. It has that tropical house route, but then it also takes this R&B, almost alternative R&B influence as well. The combination of those things is insane. It's been a while since I've heard that kind of combination in general. Maybe I've heard more so heavily alternative R&B, but like tropical house and tropical in general, I hear it more so on its own. I mean, I've heard drill with alternative R&B by the likes of Stacey and all. This is really cool. Just the clicks. I love it. Whoa, this bridge. Is this the same song? Oh, here we go. Hit them vocals. I knew it. You are not gonna disappoint me. Yes, Aram. Hey, real me. The plucks, the breakdown with the just that kick drum snare work is cool. Yo, it's so cool how they have the hook in the song and then the melodies flow so fluidly like that and are so memorable and catchy. And then you got the crazy moments with the likes of that bridge that takes you somewhere crazy with it. I mean, obviously, for this one, you know, I could tell that there were more moments by Xion. I think it's clear without a doubt Xion and Shun really stood out in this track. I didn't want to comment too much about like the specific members throughout this because I could tell like this is kind of off. I was just more so focused on the production and the vocals, just how this was vocal directed, and the movement of this as a whole was insane. Like Dream Diary, it really embodies that. The production really embodies the titling of this track, Dream Diary, Etching Memories of Midnight Reverie. Like, come on now, y'all. Billlie, this is so Billlie. For those who are familiar, you know, jeez. Oh, I am on a trip right now. This is insane. Like, come on. Oh, we gotta go from the beginning here, honestly. And shout out to everyone behind the scenes. I honestly, every Avenue 52 track and Mayu Akisaka track that I really hear out, it ends up being like my favorite B-side on like any album, most of the time, pretty much. But I really want to backtrack to certain moments, like verse 2 with Xion, and like that insane bridge that we had in the song, you feel me? Real me. Forgettable. Wow. You really don't, you're not able to predict who comes after another in terms of the vocal work. It is so cool how atmospheric this track is as a whole. And what makes this atmospheric is not only the production in this song, but like the members themselves, Billlie themselves, right? How they work off each other. The spacious atmospheric feel makes it truly like a dream diary. It makes it very dreamy and out of this world in outer space, right? Wow. And what I was saying, you know, in this first couple moments, the first go around, if I recall correctly, I was talking about the vocal range. Like, oh my goodness, how in some moments they descend their vocals, ascend their vocals, right? Utilize their lower register and their high registers and all. I mean, speaking of high registers, Haram, you know, we're gonna have to talk about that bridge in that final moment there, about that more, because I would have been kind of disappointed if she didn't hit that high note, right? If it was just like teased us and then went back to the main track, because how many times I've heard a track this year that did that, right? Where you at? In my drawer. Yeah, just those plucks, those like synth plucks I feel like that are going on in the back. And then as we progress here, I think without a doubt Xion, Haram, right? And like Suyeon stood out to me on this. Wait, that has to be another member who delivers Reverie, maybe. It's hard to tell, like these lyrics can be misleading, color-coded lyrics. But I'm pretty sure that was someone else. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, sure. This like trip that we're on with their vocals is insane. It's an experience. Man, like the percussion work really scratches your ears, you know? It gets you entertained throughout. And then as we progress here, oh my goodness. So this is, in most cases, any like track these days, majority of the time I hear this peak moment, and then boom, we're back to the track. There's no like belt moment, there's no high vocal moment. Sure, you don't necessarily need it for every track, but this song deserves a climax moment, and this is how you do it. Oh my goodness. Feel that hazy moment? Just Suyeon and Haram, right? At this point, I'm just enjoying it again. And this is the hook. This is the hook at the start that I was talking about, right? I love this hook in the song, right? How they always bring back to these English lines. Real world. The vocal blending, the mixing and mastering, everything is so pristine and clear with it. A lot of vocal clarity. Yo, Billlie, you continue to outdo yourself, and you continue to top yourself in a way. I mean, in a way where they get to extend their discography, add brilliant masterpiece kind of tracks to their discography. I feel like, going out on a limb here, I think it's fair to say, since this album, this mini album and comeback as a whole with Remembrance Candy and Trampoline being more subtle, it's not gonna appeal to a lot of people out there, right? It's gonna definitely appeal to fellow Believes and people within the fandom, right? But just how this was done, I don't think it's necessarily put out there and done for the sake of it being trendy, right? Billlie continues to do their own thing, whether people really mess with one common genre or a mixture of common genres together. And this is what I love about Billlie. They experimented ever since Ring X Ring, right? When are you ever gonna get the same mixture of genres in a title track, or a streamlined genre in a title track by Billlie? Never so far, at least to say. But wow, that is one way to wrap up the album. But I can agree that with y'all that this is so cohesive. I think clearly Dream Diary is my favorite B-side. That's the #1 B-side for me. Then I would have to go with Bluerose, without a doubt. That city pop influence, how Moonsu and Shion took part on the track, and how it has that, it has that city pop influence. That's what I said. And then I'd have to go with Shame, and then that it comes really close with Back to the Basics, to be honest, because I really love the references in that. But with Shame, I like how the genres came into play for that song, and the influence and the route that it took, right? The twists and turns there. But all in all, I mean, if you go back to the likes of Trampoline, it takes this jazzy new jazz route. That's one genre there. And then if you think about Memory Candy, it takes this poppy indie pop route with it. That's 2 genres right there. Bluerose, like I said, 80s city pop. It's very soulful with it. That's another genre right there. Back to the Basics, I could say it's like alternative pop, right? That's 4 different genres right there. Shame in its own lane, something that is hard to tackle for me, but I'm hearing influences left, right, and center. Very immersive track and experience as a whole. That's another song and genre in itself right there. That's from Billlie. Then you got the final track, Dream Diary, where it goes this tropical house-esque, heavily R&B route, right? It has that rhythm, that movement of tropical house, but then everything else in terms of the production, very alternative R&B. That's 6 different influences and mixture of genres right there. Come on, what else are you asking for? You know what I'm saying? It's perfect time to release this mini album in fall. You got all the members back into the mix, and not only that, you have IU writing the lyrics for Remembrance Candy, your title track, and you got amazing people, yet again, lyricists and of course singer-songwriters coming out to play. So definitely, I think Dream Diary, Bluerose, my favorite top 2 B-sides. And don't get me wrong, I love Back to the Basics and Back to the Basics and Shame as well. But let me know your thoughts, everyone and fellow Believes out there. Do you agree with how I feel in terms of this era? I feel like people are sleep on it low-key, and it's just due to a fair reason that not everyone messes with these genres that I mentioned, especially in terms of title tracks and all. But we can all agree that this is a masterpiece. Like, this is a pure flat 10 for me, without a doubt. So up my alley in terms of taste. Wonderful production. There's no track below the 2-minute mark, or scraping the surface level of 3 minutes pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, right? They took the extra mile, they put the details in, and everyone put the work in, most importantly, at the end of the day. And that's how I feel every single damn time with every Billlie comeback and release. You feel me? The details are there, the nitty-gritty stuff, the musicality, most importantly, is there. But take care as always. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know your favorite B-sides in the comment section down below. This has been Garrison, and peace.